sir.
I'll ask questions if you don't mind.
Sorry, sir.
You are the maid.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a name?
Yes, sir.
Make a note of it, Sergeant.
Sir. The maid has a name.
Do you recognise this man?
No, sir.
Are you sure?
Well, it looks like...
Go on.
Well, like some plastic playing piece from a popular detective parlour game yet to be invented.
You caught a glimpse of a suspicious character in the garden this morning, did you not?
Yes, sir.
This is the description you gave the sergeant here.
Well, all I said, sir, was that I thought I saw someone with a pot belly and a bald head who was a bit red in the face. Oh, that's him, sir!
Sergeant?
Sir.
No more sketches.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, back to basics. How did you discover the body?
Well, I was dusting, sir, and I just came across him.
At 3 in the morning?
Yes, my lady doesn't like us dusting during the day on account of it causing so much dust. So we have to do it at night after she's gone to bed, like.
Right. So you were dusting around the back of the sofa this morning?
Yes, sir, and there he was.
You say he?
Yes, sir, it's Mr. Johnson, sir.
Does Mr. Johnson always dress in women's clothing?
Oh, no, sir, bless you, no, sir. Now you've made me blush. I'm all of a flutter now. I think I might even pass out.
Sergeant, give us some water.
Oh, dear. I'm so embarrassed.
There you go, miss.
Now, there's no need to be embarrassed. Just take it slowly.
Well, at first, I thought it was Mrs. Johnson. Well, that's her dress, you see, sir.
So how did you establish that it was Mr. Johnson?
Well, sir, I pulled on a rubber glove, lifted up the skirt and...
All right.
Oh, he's a big boy, isn't he, sir? I've never seen him else anything like it in my life!
So what did you do next?
Well, sir, I just held on!
What?
Until the police got here.
So it was you who telephoned the police?
Oh, no, sir, not me, sir, not telephone, sir. I can't be dealing with all that electronic equipment and paraphernalia. I left all that to Mrs. Johnson. I told her first.
So you rushed upstairs to tell Mrs. Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Sergeant, what time is it? Falls for it every time. Sergeant, what time are you called?
8:22, sir. I know that for a fact, sir. I looked at my watch. It said 8:10.
What?
My watch is 12 minutes slow, sir.
Why?
Always has been, sir.
Why not put it right?
Oh, no, sir. That would confuse me. Wouldn't know what time it was then, sir. No, it's taken me some time, sir, but I can now add 12 to any number on my watch. Try me out, sir. Come on, give me a number.
1.
Oh, trust you, sir.
Hang on. The maid discovers the body in the middle of the night, correct?
Well, it might have been 12 minutes past the hour.
Never
now
mind.
that the sergeant mentions it.
Never mind that. You rushed upstairs to tell Mrs. Johnson, correct?
Yes, sir.
So how was it that she didn't phone the sergeant here for another 5 hours?
Well, I didn't tell her straight away, sir.
Why not?
Well, I had to wait for her to wake up.
Why?
Well, otherwise she wouldn't have been able to hear me, sir.
This woman's husband is lying in a pool of blood with a sword piercing his ribcage. Did it not occur to you to wake her up?
Mrs. Johnson is most particular about being disturbed, sir. She likes her beauty sleep. My instructions were to draw the curtains at exactly 4 minutes to 8, and that's what I did.
4 minutes to?
My watch is 4 minutes slow.
So then she woke up.
I gave her a cup of tea, a toast of marmalade, and the morning papers like I always do. And then, yes, sir, as I recall, I did happen to mention that her husband was dead.
And how did she react?
Oh, she was most upset, sir. Naturally, all that blood on her new dress.
So she seemed more upset about the dress than she was her husband?
Oh, yes, sir, most definitely, sir. I don't like to mention it, sir, but
But what?
well, begging your pardon, sir, but they never really got along.
Interesting. have a prime suspect, sir.
On the other hand, sir, if she's so precious about her new dress, why go shoving a great big sword through it, sir?
Good point, Sergeant. Unless, of course, she wanted to kill her husband and make it look like it wasn't her.
Well, maybe it was the other way around, sir.
Meaning?
Maybe it was a case of mistaken identity, sir.
Go on.
Well, maybe someone wanted to kill Mrs. Jobson, but ended up getting the wrong man in the right dress, sir.
Sergeant. Now you're thinking, such as who?
What about her husband, sir? After all, he had a motive. You heard her,
So you think Mr. Jobson slipped into a dress, mistook himself for his wife and accidentally committed suicide?
It's a thought, sir. After all, he was stabbed on the back, so he wouldn't have known he wasn't his wife until it was...
Sergeant, I bet if I was to lift up your helmet, I'd find a large hole in the top of your head into which someone had mischievously poured raspberry jelly.
Really, sir?
You, me. How many people live in this house?
Count Mr. Jobson, sir?
I don't know. What do you think, Sergeant? Can a dead man live in a house?
No, sir. He can only die in it.
Well, that's not strictly true, Sergeant. Only a living person can die.
What can a dead man do, sir?
Very little. All right, how many people live in the house, including the dead people?
17, sir.
17.
Well, 16, sir, not counting Mr. Jobson.
So 16 possible suspects.
Or an outsider, sir?
Unlikely. No sign of forced entry?
Actually, there is, sir. This French window.
Ah, you're right, Sergeant. The lock's been damaged. Some sort of screwdriver.
Crowbar, sir. I have the offending item here, sir.
Where'd you find that?
Garden shed, sir.
This is excellent work, Sergeant. You really are on fire today. Oh, damn!
Bad luck, sir.
Look, tiny specks of white paint. And they match the colour of the door.
Oh, it's definitely the one, sir. Quite lucky to find it, really.
Indeed. So what made you go into the shed?
Well, when I couldn't get anyone to hear the doorbell, sir, I thought there might be a brick or something in there I could use. Finding this was just a bonus.
So it was you who broke in through the French window?
Yes,